How's it going, everyone? I'm Contemption, and today my account in 2396 is going to be jumping into Lost Kingdom. We're going to be going to Light versus Dark, which I have not done in a long time, so this is actually going to be a refresh for me. I do remember a bit of what's going to happen. I know there's different technology for Alliance Tech. I know the map is very different, so we will go over all of that and take a look at the map. We're going to check out the Alliance Tech. We're going to see if there's anything else that's changed since I've done Light versus Dark. But as we are about to reset my game here, how long do we have? We have 25 seconds. I will do the intro, we'll reset the game, and hopefully we'll be able to jump in right away. We'll also be able to go into Lost Canyon right away to get a higher rank so that we don't have to work our way up. Obviously, we'll get bumped down, but we won't have to work our way up. So let's get through the intro. I'll reset the game at the same time, and here we go. Okay, so there's always a delay to get into Lost Kingdom. I highly doubt we'll be able to jump in right away. I don't even know. No, we don't have Lost Canyon yet. That usually takes a couple minutes to jump into as well. But of course, Bounty of the Ancients has started, and how unfortunate that this isn't starting at the very beginning of recharge. But if somebody saved up, they could do both recharges at the same time. This obviously just gives you a whole bunch of goodies. Material I saw at the end there, which is really nice. Legendary blueprint fragments, which is also very nice. You get a bunch of the weapons there, and then epic choice chest for legendary material, always good. We'll quickly grab our gem supply. That is really the only thing I've purchased on this account besides Lucerne Scroll, which I think is an absolute must for $5. It's very cheap. We'll just go with the same thing. I usually get everything for resources out of the merchant except for the 24-hour gathering boost. I don't think that's worth it. That's a lot of resources for that boost, and you can get it from other ways. I still have way too many on this account. But okay, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, we get to claim our Easter goodies. I do hope that in the future they make this a choice between epic commander sculptures or legendary commander sculptures, even if it's 5 or something. It would be much better. Let's quickly do Esmeralda while we're waiting for... Hey, that was pretty sweet. While we're waiting to get into Lost Kingdom, we will do the 50% off one. Hey, that was pretty sweet. Nothing crazy. I did get 3 legendary choice chests for material on my free-to-play account, which is awful because you have to spend gold to reduce them to epic. So it's great that I got them, but it's not great that I got them, especially on that account. Am I able to get... I am still fighting to try and get this last choice chest for epic material. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I'm going to be very close because this is the last week this is going to happen. So I should be able to get it if I do some troop training. I can't make bets, but I can log in for 5 days, so I should get it. I should have no problems getting it, which is awesome. Okay, I'm going to quickly reset again. You can't jump into Lost Kingdom. We'll do this verification. I'll restart the game again, and then hopefully we'll be able to jump right into a good spot on Lost Canyon. And in Lost Kingdom, has it popped up here? No. Okay, we will be right back. Okay, oh, it's here. Here we go. All right, let's jump out of here. Let's go teleport first. Oh, my troops are outside of the city. Of course, I should have known that. Okay, let's do Lost Canyon then. Defense as quick as possible so I can get a somewhat decent spot. 59. Fantastic. I will be taken down probably to 300, 400, 500 in no time. It is what it is, but my goal was to get a high spot so my income is pretty decent so I get this iconic crystal. Obviously, that is one thing I absolutely want. Is they changed anything else? No, everything else is the same. I do need to get Call of the Loyal as well, but it's not as much of a rush. I already have, I think, 1 or 2. So that's not too bad. And then we'll just get the iconic crystal. Glad I got that spot. It will not last for long. Let's quickly grab this. We're going to pull our marches back, and then we'll jump into Lost Kingdom. As you can see, this is what I get from the expedition. I finished this actually on a video a while ago. Definitely helps with the income. I got VIP 12 not too long ago with More Than Gems, which was fantastic. 2 legendary commander sculptures every day. Really helps. Let's bring back my gatherers, and this is going to trigger somebody for sure. you can leave me a hate comment down below. But nobody's going to be here anymore. So we're going to grab it. We're going to see what we're going to get out of here. We will go over all of these to see if they've changed. We do have gather resources, which is why I sent them out just before KvK here. I've got to do some gathering in order to get these Saluna coins. There's some people who've already probably finished because they've had their gatherers out for a while now. I've got one more coming back and then we'll jump over. Is this anything? Flames of War. That's pretty sweet. I like that background. That's really cool. Looks like pretty decent speed ups as well. And crystal keys. That's not bad. I like that. If I spent on bundles like that, I'd definitely be looking at it closer. Teleport. Let's get in here. And we don't have fog, right? I think that's only Heroic Anthem now. And KvK 1? I can't even remember now with KvK 1. No, I'm in KvK 1 on my free-to-play account. We got no fog. So it's only Heroic Anthem. That's rough. Okay, so here we are. We are in Clarencia. As you can tell, there is no more corner kingdom. It's all just, it's a huge map. I guess you can consider these corner kingdoms, but they have their own like zone 5s here. It's a very different kind of map. And we're going to go over all of that in a second. As we see, people are going to be dropping forts. It was actually cool to see that there already are forts. There's a fort right there. There's a fort there. They're going to start popping up real quick. There's another one. And I'm sure we will see ours sooner than later. Let's go into here. Is there anything coming out? No, obviously a low rank in Sunset Canyon. I do not try in Sunset Canyon. According to reports, the following kingdoms have entered Season 3. That's cool. Wow. That's awesome. I guess these aren't all the kingdoms we're against, right? No, there's only 8. Yeah, there's only 8 kingdoms in this. We've got 2 that are Imperium kingdoms. So that should be very interesting. Remember, these kingdoms are kind of the before the migration updates came into effect. So there's a lot of Season of Conquest whales who came back when that update was announced in order to avoid being trapped in a higher, or I guess an older kingdom with Season of Conquest with Crystal Tech. Okay, we got more people popping in here. Okay, so here's my memory of Light versus Dark. Obviously, you can tell these passes are level 9. That is obviously going to be the very end of KvK. These passes are level 4. So we're going to be jumping into Havana here, along with this kingdom. They're part of our same camp. So we're going to get into here. Obviously, you can see there is a lot of holy sites. So both kingdoms are going to get 3. I think these are Horion. I never know how to say these. Herons. Herons? I think they're Herons. We're going to get 3 of those each. Now, this is where the fighting happens. And most people who will tell you about Light versus Dark is it's super annoying. You only get to send in 1 march to the ancient runes. It's a lag fest. It should be very interesting and a bit different on the PC version. I've had a lot of fun in Strife of the 8 on the PC version, especially with how I'm fighting in like the arcade style like this. It should be interesting. It's not the most exciting. It is a battle for sure. Usually an hour or 2 hours before the ruins open, the other kingdoms are marching in and getting ready to fight to take over the what is this again? This is the ancient ruins, and then there's also the altar of darkness. So you're going to fight at both. And once we've finished that, we'll be going obviously through level 6 passes because these are level 5. You can't put flags in here though, so they're not going to be able to, you know, fight through each other's passes here. You can only send troops. There's no building inside of there. Level 6 passes will open. We'll get the circles. Looks like there's only 3 circles that we get to do. I'm not sure how those are going to be distributed. That's up to them. And then when you look at the giant scale of the map and then you look at King's Landing, it's pretty nuts. You have all of these kingdoms prepared with flags. You can't build alliance fortresses in King's Landing if my memory is correct. I don't think you can. I think that's only in Strife of the 8, and I don't even know if you can do that in Heroic Anthem. But in King's Landing, in Light versus Dark, That's the area you fight for through level 8 passes. War typically lasts between 4 hours to 12 hours to 24 hours, and then it's done. I don't remember the last time I was in one where it didn't last either 4 or 12 hours, but I've heard of ones lasting longer. And that's really where you fight. And once you take over King's Landing, you push the enemies back because they're not protected passes. As soon as they open, they're open for everybody. And then you start making your way in through here, and you can capture them. So these holy sites can be captured and then destroyed and taken over by the other party, and then that's part of Crusader achievements. So there's the Altar of Darkness we'll fight at as well. I will live stream a lot of these. I'm sure we'll be fighting. I have no doubt there will be fighting in those, so we will live stream those anytime I'm online and they're happening. They're not the most exciting, like I said, but you can get quite a few kills from it, especially if you're talking Alex and YSG. You could probably get a good amount of kills if you're not lagging out and you're able to pull in and out of the murder balls without getting completely swarmed and wrecked. But okay, what else do we got? Everything looks the same map-wise, even though it's been a long time since I've been in here. Crusader achievements. We've got, obviously, barbarians. That's typical. We got the alliance building participation. I'll check to see if the fortress has been dropped, and I will go help build it in a minute. Let's see. We've got severely wounded plus building construction. That shouldn't be a problem to get 1.5 million. At KvK 3, that's not usually an issue. Individual honor, everything looks the same. We're going to start getting into legendary heads here. And then obviously the minimum requirements of 3.5 million. Severely wounded from the enemy camps, of course. Other kingdoms, you can't feed yourself. There's 6 more commander sculptures. And then, yeah, you can go all the way up to 25 million kills for this. I don't think I will have a chance to do that, but we don't know how it's going to go, so you never know. We've got the Altar of Darkness and the Ancient Ruins. Obviously, just spent time in there. Gathering resources is pretty simple. We've got earned ultimate victory in light and dark. Okay, I guess that's if you earned ultimate victory in light and dark. I guess that's if you capture all their buildings and push them back and win. You get some extra commander sculptures, which is pretty sweet. And then if you get 180,000, I don't think that's too hard to get. It's probably not the easiest thing, but I will show you how you get the coins here and how you get honor. It's a little bit different than people are used to if you're talking about KvK Season 1 and 2, and even Heroic Anthem and, you know, Season of Conquest KvKs. All right, we've got the Alliance reward, so Alliance honor as well as individual kind of matched up together to get rewards. These are pretty easy to get, especially if you're doing the runes and you win. You should have no issues getting these. What else do we got? Yeah, you go all the way up here. Accumulated honor, alliance honor. You get a bunch of goodies for this, so this is definitely something you want to keep an eye on. And you shouldn't really have too many problems with the 5 million. Might be a little tough for some players. I hope it's not too hard for myself. I've got a lot of troops to burn, so as long as we're not getting completely wrecked, it shouldn't be an issue. Occupy, yeah, these are just occupying structures, which you get guaranteed, except for obviously the Great Ziggurat. That's for whoever's going to win KvK, or at least the camp who wins, because everybody can touch it and occupy it for these rewards quickly. Now this is, in my opinion, the best reward, not for Skolas Lucky Coin, because that's kind of not that great, but this right here, the symbol on your alliance banner, which is what everybody usually fights for. And I guess that goes for whoever, you know, does the best in battle, or whoever has, I guess, the best diplomacy team will probably get that. And then destroying the circles, like I talked about, you can capture them and destroy them. It just takes some time. You've got legendary commander sculptures for doing that. You got some more Skolas Lucky Coin fragments. I really wish they had changed this at some point, but it is what it is, especially when Light versus Dark just kept continuing. And that was before Season of Conquest KvK, so I think I have on my main account 4 of these, just from how many KvKs I did. I think you get them from KvK Season 2 as well. Destroy 2 Crusader Fortress campuses. So this is just as you do more and how much land you get to take over, you get a lot more rewards. The kingdom rewards are never really that great. It's just free stuff, really. I don't even think you get commander sculptures unless you get the Great Ziggurat at the end of the event. That's pretty typical. Everything else is just destroying things. Oh, you know, destroy Crusader camp. That's pretty cool. You get some for that, as well as Crusader Fortress. So there are some goodies. If you do win KvK, you obviously get more. Okay, where are we? Do we have barbarians? I don't even think barbarians have spawned yet, which isn't terrible because we have KvK starting today. Oh no, there are some. So let's quickly go kill these barbs and I will show you what happens. We'll just go, I've got these preset just to commanders that I'm still leveling. Just for fun. Most of them aren't going to be used in any, you know, field fighting or anything like that, but I do just like to level commanders that instead of using experience tomes, I'm just using barbarians, getting them levels that way. Okay, we've got that. Do we have any so far yet? We've got a few, so I'm just going to use that and I will show you what happens when you do use them. You will also see that right here, you get 5 used to receive Soluna coins. You get these from barbarians. I think it's 5 for certain levels. Does it say in here? Honor roll. Yeah, so it's 5 for level 26 to 30, 8 for 31 to 35, and 10 for 36 to 40. That's pretty typical. But once we beat this, I will show you the reports and I will show you where they go to. And I imagine there will be emails on which alliance, or I guess kingdom tech to work. But let's just see what happens. We're gonna defeat that. We'll move over to the next one. Hopefully nobody's coming. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be interrupting anyone. It's still the lower barb cost of, you know, 40 and 30 action points per. But okay, so here we are. We only got 100, so I can't really show you too much. But when you donate this, it works exactly like you would under Alliance technology where it can crit. So the goal for most people is to save up to, for myself, I'll probably do it every 5,000, 10,000 Soluna coins. So I'll grind a bunch of barbs. I'll do a bunch of quests that are active right now. Right now it's gathering resources. And then I will smash this as quick as I can to try and get, you know, those lovely 10s. I believe we can still get 10s here. Let's see. I only got 100 there. But I believe you can get 10s from that. And that is counting towards, as you can see here, individual honor. So if you crit on donating these Soluna coins, you're also going to get crit on individual honor. It works exactly like Alliance technology. We'll just wait until this guy dies. Do we have... Fill me up. Is it already full? Yes, of course it's already full. My bad. I should have looked at that earlier, but I am doing multiple things at the same time. We will continue doing this. I'll just jump in and see. Okay, so honor points right now. I have 200. Let's see if we can crit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but let's see. We did. Okay, so I got 200. Let's see what I'm at now. I'm at 400. So that's how it works. I was at 200, now I'm at 400 because I crit on the donation. So you want to save these up. You want to do it every 5, 10,000 like I was saying before. And that way you're going to have more chances to crit. I think that works better. Maybe it is just random number generator, but I have a suspicion that the more you have, just like when you donate Alliance technology, you want to do it in higher quantities and you see more 10s. In my opinion, that's what I've seen in the past. As for what you're getting obviously the Soluna coins and you're getting material. So definitely want to burn my action points here. Material is usually, you know, spread out a lot, but you do see it not as often as you'd like to. Yikes. But it's better than nothing. We did see it a couple times. So I will obviously be smashing barbs a lot. I'm sure a lot of people will. It'll probably be hard to find barbarians for the first while. But once the next zone opens up, everybody spreads out and there should be more barbs to kill. And then of course around the holy sites, there are the higher level barbarians. But let's go in. What do I got here? Oh, we got a bunch of things. What's this? Oh, gathering. Nice. I love these rewards just from that. A bunch of resources, some speed ups. Very cool. We'll keep healing up. Now, a couple other things that come on, just like every other KvK. You get to exchange your building speed ups for training speed ups. I do all of them. There's no buildings left for me to want to rush. They don't exist anymore. I've finished pretty much everything I need to for this account. And I'm just going to finish all of those. And then I can use those for training troops, which I need more of so that I can kill them in King's Landing. That's the whole purpose of Light versus Dark, is that battle in King's Landing, and hopefully it lasts more than a couple of hours. It should. I hope so. I really do hope so. But let's see here. We're going to kill some more barbarians. Is there anything else to go over in Light versus Dark? Probably not. I don't think there's anything too crazy. Obviously, we got the Chronicles. Very easy to get because you're not fighting people over them. It's not like KvK Season 1 or Season of Conquest KvKs like Heroic Anthem or Strife of the Eight. I don't have any experience in Desert Conquest, but I imagine you have to fight for the structures. Here, you're kind of given everything up until the Great Ziggurat, which is right there. So that one obviously is up in the air, but everything else you should be able to get pretty easily. Okay, we'll go and kill some more barbs. So I'm going to keep doing that. Again, I'll save them up as much as possible so that I can donate large quantities at one time. Was there anything else? Obviously, I've been bumped. I'm already 622. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go down a lot. I do not have the best commanders, so I will be struggling to keep up, and hopefully I can get that. I can't even use it, so it's not really the end of the world. But hopefully I can get that iconic crystal sooner than later, and then work the Call of the Loyal just to have it unlocked and craft another one for another march just to make it a little bit faster. We'll use a bunch of... I got a lot of action points to burn, and I think this is the KvK I'm going to be burning them in. Is there any other events that popped up with this? This is all pretty typical. No, nothing else has popped up. So we will also do Kerouac Ceremony, so I'm going to burn some action points with this because I'm going to want to do Barbarians at the same time. But that's it, guys. That is the Light versus Dark KvK, kind of the first couple minutes of it. Nothing crazy. It's not like Heroic Anthem or Strife of the Eight where you're smashing crystal tech for your own personal goals and trying to get that higher technology so that you can really smash people as Zone 4 open, or sorry, as Level 4 passes open up. It's definitely different. It's a slower KvK. It's slow until it's no longer slow in, where is it here? It's so hard to find because it's so small. In King's Landing. That's where all the action is. The Altar of Darkness and Ancient Runes, a bit of action, but most of it's in King's Landing. And then once you finish in King's Landing and people realize they're not going to get the Great Ziggurat, they kind of give up. They move back into the Villa or, you know, somewhere where they can't be attacked, and then eventually they just go home. So it might be a quick battle, but we'll keep an eye on that and hopefully live stream it. I should be home and be able to live stream it, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Until next time, have a good one. I will see you soon. Later.